Oh, it's Mama Bear. Just thought I'd do a little video log, if you will. While I drank my coffee this morning. This is my favorite part of the day, coming out here and enjoying the peace and quiet. I say that as I hear an airplane going by, but it's one of the little ones. But yeah, I enjoy the morning, the peace and quiet. It's just my recharge time of the day. I know it's just starting. There's another airplane. They must be putting in pilot hours. Like I said, I know it's the beginning of the morning, but I just love the morning time when the birds are waking up and you hear them, there's one, you hear them singing their songs and calling to one another. Just the peacefulness of the quiet morning. I love it. It'll be better once I get my land and I am out in the middle of nowhere, but for right now, this town's pretty quiet. Even on the weekends, on Friday night and Saturday night, it's pretty quiet. I was lucky in that. Real lucky. When I lived in a big city, like over 1 million people. Hated it. Lived in big cities for probably a good part of my life. And then when my middle son died in a car wreck, I lost my mom. She passed away. She'd been sick a long time, and then 3 months later, I lost my middle son in a car wreck. Things changed. My way of thinking changed. I didn't want to be in a big city anymore. Though I didn't like it all that time, I knew that being in the big city would allow me to get, have a good job and entertainment and all that. But after those two losses, so close to one another, I decided then, time to buy a house, time to move away from the big city, move away from the hustle and bustle. And so I moved out here. It's still it's a small city. It's got like 28,000 people in it, but it's ranch country. If you know what I mean. We're surrounded by big ranches. This little city is geared toward ranching and farming. It's got a laid-back way of life, which is what I like. Yeah. Which has wanted me to go even further and get this house back here up to date. Not up to date. Fix all the issues on that. What the plan is to sell it to my kids, but if that doesn't work out, then sell it, buy a camper, and start traveling so that I can find that piece of land that's calling me, that's waiting for me, and then build my little house on it. I don't know what kind of little house. It could be a shed to home. It could be a bag home. It could be a mobile home. I don't know. I'm not looking that far ahead. I'm just looking at getting my house completed, getting it sold, getting a camper and traveling. That's as far as my plans have gone so far. Not to say that I haven't been looking at land. But speaking of the house, I'm the type of person that doesn't like having money. Not that I'm a money hungry witch or nothing. I just don't like living paycheck to paycheck. I'm not wondering if not not wanting to worry if I'm just one paycheck away of losing everything. And I had gotten, I know this is a little personal, but credit card companies make it so enticing to get credit cards. Well, I had overextended myself on credit. Between credit cards, I had a car loan that was ridiculous. Car payment on that. A couple of other personal loans, a student loan. Oh my God, if I ever had to do that over again. But anyway, I'm filing bankruptcy. That's my whole point. And it's not something to be proud of, but it is something that's going to enable me to retire at a decent age, which is coming up pretty quickly. It will allow me to retire and not have to worry about making my bills. And with that said, they're trying to, of course, my house is right there. My house is a burr in my side right now. As far as bankruptcy, they're saying that it can be put on the market and sold for a lot more than what they can get out of it, with what I know they can get out of it. They aren't putting in the factors of it's the original roof. There's no life expectancy left in the roof. Not to mention that there's also extensive hail damage on the roof. The siding, I think I've shown the siding to you before. The siding is like that all over the house. The entire siding needs to be replaced. The complete HVAC system went out end of last summer. It was probably end of July, beginning of August, when it was so hot, but it just went down. And I had already fixed the HVAC system. I had someone come out 4 times to fix it. It gets fixed and it breaks down again. Well, it needs a new HVAC system for heating, air, everything. Those 3 items right there is a huge chunk of money. Not to mention, I gutted the bathroom and that's not completed yet. I still got trim work in there. I did have the roof patched. There was a limb that fell, my neighbor's limb, of course, that fell in the roof and put a hole in the roof, and we didn't know it, that it had, well, we knew the branch fell, but we didn't know that it did any damage until a bad storm came. And then we still didn't even notice when the storm was going on. It was hours. We were in the living room doing stuff, and my son went back in the bedroom, and that's when we found there's a hole in the roof. So now although the roof was patched, there's still extensive damage in the house from that. We had to rip up all the carpet in the bedrooms. We had to pull up flooring, which none of that's been replaced. Electrical wiring in the second bedroom, needs to be looked at and most definitely, probably, most definitely replaced. I mean, it's just, I don't know where they think they can put a number on a house or put a number on something with just by using algorithms of what's sold in the area near me. You can't compare houses like that. You know, you got to add in all the little factors. But anyway, I don't even know where I was going with that. It's just, I really don't know where I was going with that. I hate when I do that. I keep hearing the window unit on the side of the house. It sounds like someone's trying to come in the gate, but it's just that window unit on the side of the house. Yeah, well, with the bankruptcy, they might, my attorney and I are fighting to keep the house. Because I can make the payment on the house just fine if I don't have all the other payments to add onto it. In fact, I'm not behind on the house. I'm behind on everything else, but not the house. Not the house. Because I just make sure that payment, even though it shows I owe nothing because of the bankruptcy right now, I've still made the payments. Bankruptcy is nothing to be ashamed of. I don't like the fact I'm doing it, but I gotta think of my retirement. You know, and I can pinch pennies and eat ramen noodles now, and I could have probably doubled payments, you know, just bit the bullet and tried to pay them off myself, but some of them I couldn't make double payments on because, like my car payment, there's no way I could do that. I still had 4 years to pay on that. And that's cutting it close on my retirement. Car payments. That's another thing. Why do cars have to cost, any vehicle have to cost so much money? It's ridiculous. And you can't even work on them. You gotta take them somewhere so they can put it up on a computer to find out what's wrong with it. It's stupid. I went out and paid cash for my Dodge truck. Paid $1,600 for that thing. Runs like a champ. And guess what? I can change that starter. I can do the oil change myself. I can do the spark plugs myself. I can do a diagnostic on it myself. I don't have to take it in to anybody to have it worked on. Are you catching flies, Mr. Vita? What do you hear? What do you hear? Butch, what do you have hanging out of your mouth? You got a string of slobber hanging from your mouth. Butch is my pit bull. My big old baby boy. He's the baby of the doggy clan. My doggy clan. He will be 3 years. He's coming up on 3 years old. He's still a puppy. Much to the chagrin of my other two dogs. Miss Sassy, yes, I'm talking about you. My Pomeranian Terrier mix. She just turned 11. She'll be 12 in May. And my Blue Heeler, my cattle dog, aka Blue Heeler, is 5. She just turned 5 in July. So she'll be 6 this next year. They're a blessing. Sometimes the Pomeranian was actually my son's. Well, she was my boy's dog, but my son was real attached to her. And sometimes I find myself resenting her because he's gone and she's not. Sorry. Hey, leave him alone. Butch, come here. Come here. My neighbor's out. Hey, Butch, come here. I might have to go over there and get him. Come here, baby. Come on. Come over here. Good boy. Good boy. Sorry about that. Hey. Butch. Sorry about that. I had to get my pit bull's intimidating looking, and sometimes when the neighbors come out, he likes to be mouthy. And the sun, I'm gonna have to move this. Where can I move this camera? That sun will not be in my face. Well, I don't mind it in my face, just the side of my face. I can't put it behind me because then I guess I could put it directly in my face. I will be right back. Okay, let's try this again. It's still in my face, but the tree is kind of, I moved a little bit, so the tree is kind of blocking it. Oh, my neighbor's getting ready to mow his grass, so I guess I'm going to be cutting this short. I don't even know I was going. Oh, sometimes I resent her. That was a great diversion because I was starting to cry. But and I can't do that. I can't resent my Sassy because she's here and he's not. So I catch myself doing that, and it's like, stop it. Yeah, my pit bull is, he's pretty intimidating looking. He's a large dog. He's probably 24 inches, 23, no. Luke is 26 inches, so he's probably about 24 inches at the withers. He outweighs any dog that my son or I have. He's probably 80 pounds. Here's my boy. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this short. Well, I guess 20 minutes really isn't short. 20 some odd minutes. 15, whatever it is. I don't remember how long I've been out here, but I'm gonna cut this off because my neighbor's getting ready to mow his grass, and I really need to finish my coffee. by the way. Black coffee, no cream, no sugar. The best way to go. Gonna finish my coffee and then clean up the doggy doo-doo droppings in the yard. And then I myself am going to mow and edge and trim. And I might even work on that plot back there for the shed. But anyway, I'm gonna sign off. Live fierce, enjoy life, be safe. Mama Bear out.